Chats. Quick update for August so far. August 13th, 2026. Woo! Well, update, man, for me so far. Closing so far. I mean, if you guys never been to my channel, right? Started closing literally 4 months ago. Um, First month, I think I made about like okay. Second month, I think it was like around 2K. And right on my third month, I was able to make 4.7K in commissions. One of my best months in closing. I was doing full cycle setting and closing. That was in June. Now July was more of a down month. How much did I make? It was like 1,700. I think it was in total from the month of July. So it was a big dip, right, for sure. August so far, it has just been about, I think I'm at like $500 so far. It is August 13th, right? So a lot of changes for sure, but that's how it is at closing. So just a little update what's kind of going on, right? Just something that I came across a video today that kind of just reminded me of, not reminded me, but it just kind of emphasized more on like you got to be delusional in terms of what you're able to achieve, what you can achieve, right? And be more, it's more of like the feeling itself, like the feeling of like, there's external pressure, bills, etc., that kind of stuff, right? And it's like when you feel this anxiety creeping in, it's like you have to be able to just simply acknowledge it, but simply let those feelings go through you and not actually suppress it. And that's what I learned from this one specific video, which is huge, which is massive. I'll probably even share it. But like, you can't let these feeling external stuff get to you. You simply just gotta acknowledge them, accept them, and then just simply let them pass, right? And then continue to go the same way, the same direction that you're going towards, right? Now, the key here is, and this is one of the things that I kind of learned so far, even before seeing this video, is like, you just simply have to keep believing that you're that guy, that you're gonna be able to make X, Y, and Z amount of money, whatever the case is. You are that person that says that's gonna do X, Y, and Z, right? So you just gotta be delusional, I guess you could say, and everybody says it, but it's true. I think you just gotta put yourself and believe that, hey, look, I'm this person. I'm a 15K month closer, let's say, right? I'm the best, right? And words and just the way, the feeling, right? You got to put yourself in that feeling of like, okay, I am that 15K month earner, closer, right? I am making 15K a month, right? And really believe and actually feel it, right, in you that you're able to achieve that. It's just like dreams. Whenever you have a dream, right, it feels so real. You could actually feel it. You could feel it through your whole body when you're sleeping, right? Whether you get hurt in the dream, right? Whatever it is, right? Whether it's pleasure, whatever the case is, right? Whether it's reaching a certain goal, right? That pleasure of like, hey, I reached that goal, reached that medal, and you feel that excitement inside you when you have this dream. It's the same thing in this situation. Is like when you wake up, you have to be excited. You have to believe that you are that person, and it's hard. It's not an easy thing, of course, right? It's not an easy thing. It's like and switch and say, hey, like I am that person. But I think over time, when you actually been through some experiences, you've been through some hardship, right? For example, now, right, next month, who knows if we're gonna be able to pay bills? Like, fuck, like who knows what month is gonna look like, right? It's like you don't know what that feeling is gonna look like in terms of, next month. You don't know what's gonna happen, right? But if you just keep believing that you're going to be able to achieve those things, it will happen, right? And yeah, you just got to put yourself in that day-to-day feeling, right? So that's how it is. So hopefully that kind of helps a little bit. That's kind of what I'm going through journey. So far I would say like $500 for the month of August 13th, 2026. That's an update. Yeah, so just simply look, man, it's part of the journey, and I want to look back at this and say, look what I was going through. It's like next month, I'm actually moving out next month, moving out to a different apartment. Not next month, sorry, this month. At the end of August, what is it, 29th? I think I'm leaving this place, going to a different apartment, and I've already paid the deposit. I paid the rent, right, for the actual apartment, right? So I paid like what is it? Is the deposit and the actual rent. So that's like 2 months of rent right there. So I already paid it for the next month of September. which is great, right? But it took a hit on the bank account. But and then obviously had to pay rent here, so that's another thing, you know. So it's like all these things just moving different apartments, just a lot of movement, right? Obviously here, of course, right? Deals, etc. The people, the prospects we're talking to, there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of changes being made, and it can be stressful into the mind. So if you guys are going through some type of hardship, just simply, I guess what you can take away from this is just simply acknowledge what's going on, simply accept it how it is, but don't suppress it. Don't accept it in terms like internally, right? Because when you start actually accepting it, you just gotta acknowledge that it's happening, right? But don't not accept the fact that this is reality, right? Keep simply thinking where you want to be, the person you need to become, right? And if you start believing and thinking that way, you will reach those goals and whatever you want to become, the person you want to become, right? It's all starts in the mindset. So that's a little bit something about me. Hopefully you guys take that. So far, months and commissions this month, about 500 in commissions, right? So if you guys are going through some hardship, I mean, yeah, man, look, my mentor Yash is like, what are you afraid of? Like, there's nothing to be afraid of. If you compare yourself to the other people that are like, let's say, not doing as well as you, there's people that aren't able to invest in themselves. There's people out there who don't have like this technology, right? They don't have a mic, they don't have like this computer, right? They don't have the technology that I have, right? And people would wish to have that type of technology. People would want to wish to be able to invest in themselves and have the money, have a job, or even be able to do this kind of stuff, right? So compare yourself to someone else that's maybe not doing so well just like you, and you'll be grateful. You'll be like, well, I'm doing a lot better. And then knowing that, you'll be grateful where you're at, but also you want to strive for more because you know you have the equipment, you have everything, you have the ability to be able to do things that a lot of people don't, right? So do the exercise, and yeah, simply just keep moving ahead. I'm not perfect, right? But that's something that you can kind of take away from this, right? And I think going through this is a test from the Lord. It's a test that, look, it's like these things are going to happen in entrepreneurship, sales, business, whatever the case is, it's going to happen. So might as well learn the lesson now rather than, let's say, when you're making $1 million a year, right? So that's a little bit about me, man. A little bit of update. That's why I'm so chill right now, because I have faith. I believe in the Lord. I believe that I'm able to put in the work, right? And I believe that everything's going to be okay as long as I put in the work. I wake up early, do the things that I need to do in order for me to put myself in the best position possible, right? If I don't do those things, I don't put in the work, I don't do anything, then this will not be possible, right? As long as you're in the right path and you're trying your best, that's the most important thing, right? It doesn't mean that everything's going to go right. You know, you're going to fail, of course, but the only reason you would fail is if you stop, right? That's the only way you would actually fail, right? So hopefully that helps, man. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll create you guys more an update in terms of when we're moving. I'm gonna be packing pretty soon this weekend, so I'm gonna kind of film that kind of process and kind of see where I'm going. That way I look back in this, you know, a year, 2 years, 10 years down the line, I'm like, hey, look what I went through, you know. But yeah, knowing what I know now, I mean, this is where I'm at now, right? There's stages to it. So take that, run with it, and simply, yeah, get closer to the Lord, the most important thing. So peace.